Alrighty, good morning everybody, 0101 here, how's it going? I have good news. Our potatoes are flourishing, actually. And, yeah, they are making seeds. I have to let these guys grow a little bit more to get to a seed point, but we have potatoes, and then if we take a look at my potato seeds, I have 7. That's amazing. So, that's kind of what we got going on there. The AC unit is still actually working like perfectly. So all I have in here, and I have this connected up to this too, but I think like the inside of this is not the correct temperature. So I think I'm doing this wrong. Oh wait, no, that's a negative 46 in there? What? Look at that. How did that happen? Huh. I guess it is working. That's crazy. Huh. So I thought this wasn't working, but apparently it is. So that's cool. Because it was showing like 40 C before, and like that's, you know, warm enough to cook your potatoes. So yeah. So all I did is this is just a closed loop right here. So it's coming out of the output. Now remember, this is not an output technically. It's like your refrigerant in and out. So I've got this thing filled up with some nitrogen, and I can actually show you that. At least it's supposed to be just nitrogen in there. It's fine. It's mostly nitrogen in there. And then also, does it tell you? Oh wow, that's really, really cold in there too. Okay. And then it goes out here, and then that's on the outside, and that's where it gets vented. I've got just 2 vents on there, and just runs a little tiny loop. And then, so that's how the stuff cycles, and you can refresh your refrigerant through this, or you can just fill it up for the first time through that. And then I just have it pulling through passive vents and pushing out to passive vents, so it's just cycling the air. And, yeah. Apparently this works. I made myself a reagent processor. I'm going to need this for soybeans, especially if I want to start making fries. So I need to start cooking some soybean. And then I found out that Harvey, which is that thing that I was a little confused about in the last episode, is actually like an automatic farmer thing. But it only works if you actually have coding behind it, so yeah. And then, let's see. I don't know if I had this in the last episode or if I did that off camera, but I've got a couple more valves on here. And that's so that way I could use this ice crusher, because what had happened is I ran out of fuel, so I couldn't build that one because you need fuel in your welding torch in order to make that whole thing work. So I couldn't build it, right? So then I was like, okay, I already have an ice crusher up here, but how do I fix this? So then I was looking for ways to do it. So then you open up this valve. Actually, you always want to keep that valve open, pretty much. And then close this one so that way whatever you're putting in here doesn't vent through here. And I needed to run volatiles through here, and volatiles is like your hydrogens. Yeah, and I have heard that hydrogen likes to explode. At least that's what I've read so far. So I wanted to make sure that it never got super high pressure in here. So this, I think, is still set at interior pressure, and then like as soon as you ice crush anything, it just forces its way straight out, which is good. So that's what I wanted it to do. But you can't just leave it in the pipe either. So before you even run any kind of volatiles into here, because they are explosive, make sure that all of your filtering is on and that you're, actively filtering and stuff. All right. So, let's see, close helmet. Yes. Okay. And we'll see kind of where we are. So we have temperature, we have pressure. I mean, we're pretty good with just about everything inside of there. Let's see. Right. The furnace thing, I got that kind of going to, I don't remember if that was in the last episode, but I got lots of stuff here, right? So you may recognize this setup as a gas mixer. or sorry, it is a gas mixer, but it's a fuel maker, right? So you put your hydrogens over there, and you put your O2s over there, and then you get your fuels out through there. And then what you can do, because remember how you kind of set this thing up, you have to put in 2 volatiles and 1 oxygen, right? So that's H2O. But it's not H2O altogether like water. It's there's, if it's in the gas form and you've got 66% hydrogen, 1% oxygen, it's like what is it? Hydroxide, something like that. But it's an extremely flammable gas and it makes a very good fuel. So that's why you do that. But that H2 plus O is the same thing they use in your welding torch. So I'm thinking about this and I was like, wait a minute. What if I were to just plug this directly into there? Now, of course, you have to limit the pressure because this thing can only handle so much. So this is at 100 kPa, which is very, 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 very low. And I could actually make it even lower if I wanted to. But, and then this is also vented as well. So I've got the outputs going through here. And so that kind of, if I need to just empty something out real quick, I can use the gas canister there. Otherwise, I just hit this little valve right there. It's currently on, and then that shoots into this area over here. And then once again, this is like the extra pressure coming out here is stopped by this, right? So this only allows pressure in one direction, and it has to be 75 before that opens. So that means that all of the gases go into here. Now, the only problem is all of those gases are also very, 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 very hot. So I didn't think about this when I did this in the first place, but if we take a look at the temperatures of this stuff, yeah, it's a little warm, right? It's a little warm. So I'm going to need to figure out some way to cool that stuff down. Oxygen, not so much because you don't get much oxygen out of there, but you do get a lot of nitrogen out of there. And, oh wait, no, that's CO2. Yeah, so CO2 is your basic exhaust gas. That's what you get when you cook the coal. Is you get, it combines with the carbon, combines with oxygen, gives you CO2. Okay, so that's why that's really, really hot. Nitrogen, a little hot, not so bad though. Volatiles, not so bad. It's above freezing anyways. And then the small tank, this is nitrous oxide, so that's another exhaust gas. And then this is where all of my pollutants go. So that just basically has no pressure and no temperature because I'm just venting that directly to the atmosphere. Now, I do not want this to be inside of this building when it actually becomes a building. Right now it's just kind of like an open air room. So this vent is going to have to get pumped over to here. And then what is this? Okay, yeah, so this is my refrigerant line going out to there. So this is like really, really cold water, or cold air right here. So we know that that works. So I know that there's also a heat exchanger in here. So I could potentially do something with that and then combine that with
filter low.
Our line here. Oh, hey, it is low. Huh. Did I just replace those things? Oh, and also I have lots of stuff. And also I made some of this stuff, electrum. So that's cool. But let's kind of show you. Let me just throw some of this extra stuff in here. Do I have, is it 50? I don't know. Yeah, 50, 50, 50, 50, 50, lots of 50. So we got a little bit of copper right here. So what I am going to do, we have 50 iron right there. I will show you how the furnace works. Now, granted, that's going to be pumping in extra warm air through here, so I'm not going to turn these on yet. We'll just let the pressure kind of build up in this entire line, and then when I need to vent it, I'll run through like a refrigerant loop or something like that. I don't know. I'll figure something out. Okay. So, first things first, make sure you have fuel, right? So we're going to tap this off a little, make this go a little bit higher. So we're at 3K, which is, way more than what we need. But I'm going to make it go a little bit higher. So I'm going to grab my oxygen, and then oxygen goes into the number 1 slot. And then, okay, so number 1 slot on this thing is directly opposite the output. So that's 1, output 2. So oxygen goes there. All right. Then we go over here. We take some of our hydrogen, throw it over to here. Okay. And then we hit this little thing right here, which turns it on, and that mixes, and then you can see that this builds up in pressure. And then as that builds up, this drops down. I have hiccups right now for some reason. I don't know. It's weird. But yeah. And then this is mixing with the oxygen, and it's making fuel. And then this is a lot right here. You can actually make this thing work with about 1,000 kilopascals or one megapascal of pressure. So yeah, there we go. So that's just about done. There we go. Good. All right, so we'll take this, we'll throw it back over there. Don't need that anymore, so we'll just kind of let it fill back up. Then we'll take this guy, we'll throw this over here. And the reason why this one is facing this way is because with this and this, I can't get in here anymore, really. So, okay. So, 4.7 megapascals. Do not ever make these things go over 10K. I've seen in videos of other people made, if they don't maintain their pressure below 10K, things explode. So do not ever let your pressure get over 10K. So now that we've got that, what we want to do here is we want to so this is our back pressure regulator, and once again this is set at only 100 kPa, so this is only going to let out 100 kPa per second, right? So turn that on, and then you see this isn't doing anything yet, but the pressure is increasing, so we turn this on, and then that starts burning, and we get immediate very hot temperatures, right? So once this gets up to, I don't know, 1 megapascal, I suppose, of pressure, go ahead and turn this thing back off. And then that will start cooling down. So what you got to do is you got to move fast. We'll grab some, wait, no. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll grab all of this iron here. Then we'll throw that in there, and we will throw, sir, losing temperature fast. Okay, and then we'll throw that one in there. All right, so that is adding up. There we go. Hit the button. There we go. That's all of our iron. Now, once you've done one heating up of this, vent it. So if you don't have this already on, which I do, vent it. You need to let this thing drop back out. And that is that we don't overpressure anything in there. And now we have lots and lots and lots and lots of iron. So I was going to put this in here, make myself some filters. And then also, with this setup, I no longer need this thing. Like, that could just go. I don't need it. Okay. So, CO2 filter requires 5 iron, so we've got plenty. And I need 2 filters now. Okay. Well, there's 1. And there's 2. Good. All right, so there's filter number 1, filter number 2, and we have a stack of CO2. Interesting. All right.
Hydration critical.
Oh, man. If it's not one thing, it's another. Okay, so we will stack these things. If I can get this just right. Nope. I messed it up. Whatever. You can go there. You, sir. Can't go there. Okay. Alright, so let's head back inside, and yeah. This thing is still really slow. So, yeah. Alright. Water. Alright, so that's that. Open. And then also, okay, what's going on here? Oh, hey, potato seeds, nice. Okay, so let's throw this back in here. There we go. Okay, so now when you get the potato seeds, right, you're still going to get potatoes out of it, but you get the potato seeds first, right? So we like that. And then we'll just harvest all the potatoes. Now this is still in the potato phase. That is in the seed phase, so we will take that one as well. There we go. And these both are in the potato vase still. Okay, so then to replant, take your potatoes and just put them back in there. Easy, right? Okay, and then you can save your seeds for later. There we go. So now I have 9 potato seeds. All right, next thing. We would like to cook our potato. So 1 potato, close that, do that. And you can only do 1 potato at a time. Do not put in multiples, otherwise it will disappear. Okay, so there's our first food. And then we'll do our second food. All right. Now, I don't believe that these can stack. They cannot, but the potatoes, if they're uncooked, can. So keep that in mind for the future. And then I'm going to eat this little potato right here. Good to go. All right. Then I've got another potato. And I'm going to stick that in the fridge. There we go. Now, hopefully that thing is still cold. I mean, I'm assuming the baked potato is hot, so that's probably what's going on there. But temperature is still really, really cold, so good to go. Should last a while in there. And, yeah. So, things are working, and, like, it's kind of amazing, actually. So, we've got our food here. I don't have to worry about food. Look, we didn't even, like, go into, like, the rest of our tomato soup. Like, we've been on baked potatoes for a while now. All right, and then I also still have my can of corn over there, so that's good. And then also, keep in mind that you need to keep CO2 in the atmosphere here, and we have 14.2 moles, which I don't know how much we need. But I'm just, whenever I have a chance to come in here and vent this, because this is filtering out CO2, right? So this should be just full of CO2. Just empty that out, pumps it right into the air. And then that gives us a little bit more, at least it's supposed to. Unless I'm at 61 kPa, so this thing should not be doing anything. Huh. Unless I can close this off and then just kind of keep the pressure in here for now. But this shouldn't be, I don't know, it's fine, I'm not gonna worry about it. All right, how you doing? Still potatoes? Still potato. Oh no, your seeds. Okay. Yep. And then we will take these potatoes, take that potato, and then replant that potato. Good to go. So food is actually a lot easier than I thought it was, but you just have to make sure you follow the rules, because otherwise things disappear. So we'll put our potato in there.
Power low.
Apparently now my power is low. And then we will put in our seeds. So now we have 10 potato seeds. So I think we're doing rather well so far. Okay. Close the helmet. There we go. Go outside. Okay. Head up here. I still only have this one thing here. And then what I want to do is figure out my oxygen system here. So we're running into the yellow here. So we can't exactly pressurize this thing up as high as we could before. So I need to figure something out. So what I want to do is take this oxygen coming out over here. We'll pump it into here, and then I'll put in like a little canister refiller thing in here. And we'll figure out how to get the pressure to do its thing. I don't know, I think like I need like a pump or something. Like, is that a thing? Like, do we have pump? Pressure into valve. What is this? Volume pump. Interesting. Okay, so pumps gas into a liquid pipe to raise the pressure. Why would I? No, I don't want that. Okay, so let's take a look at this pressure regulator, and then it can become. Okay, so what does the pressure regulator do? Controlling the flow of gas between two pipe networks, pressure regulators shift gas until a set pressure on the outlet side is achieved, or the gas supply. Okay, so this is what I need to increase the pressure on something. Okay, so I need to make myself one of these, and we'll connect it up to the oxygen, and then I'll set that to like 7.5K. Or 7.5 M, 7.5 megapascals, yeah. Okay, so let's go into here and make myself some more pipe. And also pressure valve, radiator, no, I'm looking at the wrong thing. Right, so I need more of this. Wait, no, I have 13 of those. Is that gonna be enough? I don't know. Do I need more? Hang on, before I build anything, let's check it out. Okay, so we've got this section here, right? And I left that open on purpose. And then actually, what does this go? Okay, so that's kind of what the pressure at inside of here is. So if I were to put my oxygen tank, this thing, in here, it would pressurize up to 2136, right? But I want it to go a little bit higher than that. So what I need to do is get myself my tool belt, throw my wrench on one hand, get the pipes on the other hand. All right, and then I need this to go up. All right, so that gives it, or turns it into a 4-way valve, which is cool. All right, and then we go up. I think one more, and then we turn back. I think I need to get up higher for this. Oh no, that was up too high already. Okay, so we will remove, I'm hitting all the wrong buttons right now. There we go, okay. So we'll do that, put this thing on, make this thing bend that way. And I'm still guessing on like the orientation of this stuff. I seem to be getting the hang of it though, so, okay. So we'll run this into here, and then I need, because I want to set the pressure inside. Okay, so now from here, I need that pressure regulator thing. Regulator, there we go, pressure regulator. I got all the stuff in there, good. All right, that is that. Okay, and then, whoa, 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 hey, didn't need you to make another one, but okay, guess we'll put that one there and we'll use this one. Okay, so this, I want this to be facing inside, right? So we'll do that, and we'll flip it that way, and then it's got to go that way. Okay, that's pressure regulator, good. That's what we need it to be. All right, and then I need to run some cable this way in order to make that thing work. Or wait, no. I think it will work without power up to a certain point, and then beyond that you need power. I think that's how that works. Okay, so we've got that. Then we need to make, no, stop. Calm down, pipe. One of these things. So this is like your general purpose, whatever thing that they just added. So that's got your canister holder filler thing in there. So that's what we need. All right. There we go. All right. So now we take this guy and we throw this onto here. That needs to go this way and then rotate around. And I need a space in between. Well, that's dumb. I don't want to put it like way up there. That doesn't make a lot of sense. Okay, so what if we take this off, put the pressure regulator here? Like, will that, is that a thing that I can do? I think that is a thing that I can do. Okay. So, take that guy off, and then I need a hand drill for that one. Okay. Hand drill. No, don't go away. Do not fall in there. Okay. So we need this thing to go that way. And then can I make this thing like rotate towards me? Okay, so that's where it needs to be. I don't like that though. Okay, that's fine. We'll do it there. Okay. And then that needs power over there on the other side, so well, that's fine. Let's see. And then I could have the power running through here, put a corner here, and then have a straight through there to power it if I need to. But I'm going to see if this will work without it first. So, all right. So that is our tank storage. Okay, now I need to set this thing. 150, I want this to be at 7,500. There we go. 7,500. Now, I want to see if this will work without being powered. Okay, and then also, this thing should be seeds, yes. There are my seeds. There is my plant, and we will replant one of those. We get a new baby plant. All right, good to go. All right, and then the seeds can go back over there. I now have 10. Great. And then we'll throw this into there. Also, hey, why didn't you... Oh, it only stacks to 10. Okay, there we go. More seeds. All right, now we get to see if this thing will pressurize to 7.5K without power.
Anti-critical.
No, it will not. Okay. So that's unfortunate. So I need power in here then. Okay, so we'll get this guy going. There's our straight going through the pipe, and then I need to make myself some more cable. All right, so close helmet, cycle. Good. All right. Do I have any cable in here? I do not. Okay, do I have any copper in here? I do not. I could make myself some copper, actually. I've got more than enough copper in here, so we'll take this. We'll take that. So that should be 50, 50, 50. Oh, that one's 9. We'll throw that in there, too. Okay. So lots of extra copper left over, in case I need it for anything. Okay, so this pressure... Okay, so also, what is the temperature on here? The reason why the pressure has not gone anywhere is because it is just filled up this pipeline here and it has not gone anywhere else. So, what are we at for temperature in here? 138 C, that's not bad. Okay, so that has, I suppose, sufficiently cooled off. I'm gonna, let's see, it's gonna give me CO2, right? So we'll turn that one on. It's probably also gonna give me pollutants. So we'll turn that one on, and then you can see this will vent. So yeah, so there you go. So that is cycling out the pollutants, and then it is bringing the pressure down. What else do we have in here, though? So we have a little bit of volatiles, a little bit of oxygen. Okay. So then if that's the case, we'll turn on the oxygen. We will also turn on the volatiles. And then we can watch this thing as it drops out. Not the fastest thing in the world, but it does work. So, fairly happy with that. And I think that is based on pressure. So I think like the more pressure I have in this line, like the faster it'll, filter through, which, makes sense, right? So that might be something else I want to look into, is putting another pressure valve on here and just kind of like pumping that up. Now, the cool thing about not just letting that vent out, to atmosphere, is you can recollect some of those volatiles and the oxygen that you used to light it in the first place. Because apparently it doesn't all burn. I don't know. I guess that's just how it works. So, we are at 3.3 kPa and very, very slowly draining. So yeah, putting in that pressure valve might actually be a good idea. have to think about that. Okay, but that should be good enough for now. So I'm going to turn these guys off again. Try to save power. And then I kind of want to take this guy out. Because, I mean, like, it's useful to have it there, but, like, this is not the best place for it. Like, I could put it, like, back here or something, or, like, off of here. You know, maybe off of the back of this thing, maybe. I don't know. There's other places that I could put it other than right here. So. All right. So that should have brought the pressure down. So now what we need to do is we still have a decent amount of gas in there. So we're going to put this on here, light it up, let this thing heat. There we go. And then I'm going to put in all of the copper. Now, I do have to close that valve. Oh, it's got to process through all 50 before it opens up again. Okay, yep. So that should be... Oh, hey, and it's just... I forgot to close this thing, so it's just literally going right through there. Okay, that's fine. Okay, so I was supposed to close that thing, but yeah, it's fine. So we have our copper bars made extremely quickly and with little to no power. So very, very cool. So we'll put that in there, we'll throw that in there, and I'm just going to leave this copper in there because, you know, I have a lot. And I just want to make sure that I have, in fact... Stop to this? Oh, I have not. Ooh. Dangerous. But that should be cycling through here. Yeah, that was a little dangerous. I mean, we didn't get anywhere near like critical pressure, but at the same time, like I'm pumping volatiles into here. Well, explosive stuff. So not ideal. Okay. So then we'll turn on oxygen, CO2, volatiles, and this stuff is probably really, really hot too, right? Let me guess. Ooh, yeah, 633. Yeah, we'll let that cool off a little bit before I pump it into here. Now, it's good to have a little bit of heat in here, because it'll keep it from freezing, I suppose. But 240 C, like that's a bit much. 7.66, 271 C, that's a lot. And then this one I don't really care about, so. All right, so I noticed that also in this update that they did, instead of being X, which is like the pollutant thing, what they called it before, now it's just called pollutant, so. Okay, so we will let this cool off a little bit. All right, and then we will take this thing, fill this guy back up. All right, so I need the oxygen, throw that into there, and then we need the volatiles. We'll throw that into there, and then we'll pump this guy up. And that'll refill our fuel tank, which in turn allows us to redo this thing, so that's good. And then I need cable. Cable. And then another thing that I want to do is start automating some of this process. I don't understand how it really works, to be completely, totally honest with you guys. But I know it has something to do with chutes and like collecting stuff and like, I don't know, like you can do like a queue of stuff inside the chutes for some reason. I don't know, it's weird. But, yeah, so I'm going to work on that. At least I'm going to try to work on that. We're already at 34 minutes in this thing? Man. Okay, so power, right. We needed this guy to be connected. So do that, good. And then we'll do that. Okay, so now we have power kind of coming out through here. Okay, so that's good. And then I need, if you don't mind, I would like to stand up on top of here. I need another one of these guys to pass through here. And then we need to turn this around. And then in here, turn that guy around. Okay, so now that should be pumping this guy up. And I should be able to check it out through this thing. Yeah, so yeah, it's slowly building up, but yeah, it is pressurizing, so good. So that is doing what we wanted to do. All right. So now what I can do is I can take this thing, basically vent out all of the oxygen that's in here, and then throw that into the system here, and then I can just fill my oxygen through that. Sure. Let's just kind of see how that goes. And then I can do propellant as well. Do like another one for propellant and have that put it up to like 7.5K or something. I don't know. Figure something out. Okay, so now if I take a look at this thing, well, actually, let me just throw this in here.
Airtight critical.
There we go. Filling up, filling up, filling up. Okay, so I think I have to leave that in there for a while. But you can see it is filling, so that's good. And it should get up to 7.5 megapascal. That is filling really, really slowly. Like really, really slowly. But I don't know. All right, how are you guys doing? I'm actually gonna have to slow down on my my planting here, I think, because otherwise I'm gonna have like too much food. Now, granted, I do have the fridge, so I can just keep pumping the potatoes in there if I need to. And it's telling me I need to drink again too. Okay. Good to go. And how many liters of water do I have in here? Like, this can apparently hold a lot, because it's still showing that it's basically at 0. But we can take a look at how many liters of water that's in there, and it's 33.5 liters, which is a lot. So I'm not worried about that for now. How are we doing here? 3,500? Now, something I could do, if I just wanted to like be able to fill stuff up like really, really quickly, is I can take my canister up there,
Power low.
bring it in here, connect it up to this thing, right? Have that pressurized while I'm gone, and then in order to fill this thing up, just disconnect it from the connector thing at the bottom, throw my tank in there, and then just reconnect it once my tank is full, and that'll be like a really, really, really fast way to fill this up. Because right now this is a little slow. Okay, it's a lot slow. So what I should do is have a second container already ready to go, and I'll have to paint it white, I guess, so I don't confuse it with anything else. And then I can just swap out tanks, and then while I'm off doing my thing, breathing normally, that one is filling up, and then by the time I come back in, it'll be all the way full. Just swap it out, repeat the process. I think that'll be the way to go. But I just want to make sure this thing stops at 7.5 kPa, or MPa, 7,500 kPa. I know this is probably like watching grass grow or paint dry, but this is all very, very intriguing to me because stuff is actually working. Ah, my goodness. And I don't know how many days I'm in this, probably somewhere around 30, and I'm still alive, so that's good. And so in half of the time as the previous playthrough, I've gone above and beyond where I was in that one. So I think that is pretty good. All right, so we're at 7,200, 7,300, 7,400, and it should stop at 7,500. Okay, it's slowing down. Slowing down is good. Hey, check that out. 7,500 kPa. All right. I mean 7,499, but it's close enough. There we go. 7,500 and it stops. Good. That is exactly what I wanted it to do. So now I have lots and lots and lots and lots of air. So that's good. So I need to make another canister for the air. So we'll close that. Okay, so canister, make one, thank you. There we go, canister. Okay, so now I need to paint this canister white. And then, does it have like oxygen? Okay, so I just want to make sure it's labeled the same thing so I don't like mistake it for something else. So we'll take this white paint can right here. And then, oh, that was, I did not mean to jump there. Okay, anyways, we will. What the, why did you paint my wire? Sir, what? What? Why? Why? Why would you do this? I don't understand. So now I've got some white wire. Which I don't know what I'm going to use it for. So paint there, white wire. You can go up there, I guess. I mean, I could paint it orange again, I suppose. But I don't have orange. And I suppose I would have to make orange, which seems like just difficulty. So there we go. So now that this is a white canister, we need to relabel it to the same thing. So canister space oxygen. There we go. And now we have canister oxygen and we have canister oxygen. So that is what I needed. And then we're going to take this guy, plop it into here. And then by the time I need to switch on my oxygen again, that should be good to go. You really need to go faster, dude. Okay. So we will plop this guy into there, let that fill up, and then, wow, that's growing so fast. Okay. Okay, so, right, so chutes and ladders. Just kidding. I would like to make, like, an area, not up here, obviously, for all of my construction stuff. And I want to put it down here. You know, kind of like how I have, like, my gas processing stuff all over here. I want to do the same thing, you know, like have some stairs going down over into here, and then have all my gas processing stuff, or maybe put the stairs here, gas processing, or not gas processing, metals processing, materials processing all over here. So, in order to do that, I'm going to need a lot more iron. Do I have... How much iron do I have in here currently? I have no iron in there currently. Okay. I have 50 iron here. I'm going to need more than that. Probably a lot more than that. So, let's go and do a quick mining run. And see if we can find some iron around here somewhere. Alright. So there was a bunch of iron in here, but I got all of that out, which is why there's a crater there now. So we'll head down into here. I don't remember if I got all the iron out of here yet or not. So silicon, uranium, cobalt, ice, water ice specifically. Some oxides, a lot of stuff that I don't need yet. Yeah, I was heading this way. So I'm gonna dig for a little while, see if I can find anything, and I'm gonna pause because we're at 44 minutes in the video already, and I will be right back with a much bigger hole, probably. Oh, quick thing that you guys may or may not be aware of. If you open up your drill like you would normally do to exchange the battery, you'll see that there's a couple of modes here, right? So we have the set flatten, which is actually really, really interesting and very, very useful. So what you do is you set it to set flatten, turn your drill on, point it at like the floor level that you want to maintain, right? So now it's drilling, right? So now I can drill out over here and keep the floor at the same level. All right, so I can dig up. And I can dig straight down. But you see, it won't actually drill past the level of the floor. But you go anywhere else, and it will bring it... Oh, hey, there's some volatiles. It'll bring it to the level of the floor. Oh, what was that? Oh, that was nitrace. Okay. Don't need that, but it's cool that it's there. A lot more nitrace here. Let's make my way around that somehow. So yeah, useful tool. Definitely if you're going to be making like huge cave complexes like I am. Yeah, so just wanted to show you guys that, and then I'm going to keep doing my thing. Oh, there's some... Wait, that's oxide right there. There's like a whole clump of just ices right here. That's kind of cool. Oh, I didn't want to get that one either, but okay, it's fine. But yeah, so I just wanted to show you that tool. I'm going to go back to mining. Alright. You know, I wonder if this works in the opposite direction. Like, let's say that I want to have like a specific ceiling level. I wonder if that'll work. It's like if I click here. Oh, no, it does not work. Okay. That would be cool if it did, because then I could just make like fixed floors and fixed ceilings, and that would be, you know, pretty cool. There's a lot of volatiles here. Like, look at all that. It's just like straight up hydrogen forest up in here, man. All right, but okay. So I was hoping that it would work like that, but apparently it doesn't. So yeah, I'm gonna get back to it. Alright, so I've been doing a little playing around with this, and apparently you don't have to click on the floor first. Like, it's wherever you're standing, that's what it'll make the floor. So, yeah. A little less work you have to do now. So it makes it a little bit easier, but now you can see it's not going to dig below me. So, yeah. And then I'm just over here, you know, just doing my thing, digging around in circles, trying to find metals and ores and stuff. I already had to go and get a battery recharge. You can see it's at 84%, so that was relatively recently. So yeah, yeah. So I'm gonna keep going, and yeah. You know, I'm not sure what it is about this playthrough in particular, but it seems like I keep running into these like hollow places. What's up with that? It's weird. I don't know. But yeah, so still kind of over here. Let me give myself a bigger little passageway to work through here. Kind of show you what I've done. Okay, so this is where I was, like in this whole area here. So I dug out this whole wall and actually made it look really, really nice, surprisingly. But yeah, so that's all of the ices that we got here, and then I went around back. Didn't really see much, so... Yes, and I started going in other places, but I don't know. I'm just digging away. But I gotta eat. So haven't done this in a while.
Temperature critical. Pressure critical. Oxygen critical.
There we go. Okay, so back to mining. All right, so I had to come back to get some water. Just check the temperature. Okay, yeah, so this stuff can all be safely filtered now. And then we'll throw all of this in, throw that in. All right. And then the ices that I picked up by accident, we'll go ahead and do something with those too. Now I got to make sure that I watch the temperature, or sorry, not the temperature, the pressure on the pipes here. Make sure that it does not exceed 10 megapascals. So, throw in some of the volatiles, see what that does for pressure. Okay. Temperature is going way up. Wow, like way, way up. Oh, whoa, dude. Pressure way high. Way, way, way high. Ooh. Please don't blow up. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I'm not sure what the hell just happened. Yeah, we just blew up a whole ton of stuff. Man. I mean, at least I didn't die, right? Dude, oh my goodness. Dude, everything is broken. What the? Look at all this stuff. Okay. Wreckage. I don't know what to do with wreckage, but okay. Oh, hey, check it out. There's a whole thing under here. Oh, dude, there's even more stuff under there. What the hell? Look at all this. It's just... Canister? This canister is somehow still good? Wow, okay, so that just dropped me off into my little hole under here, so that's cool. Solar panel. Oh, dude, I lost my solar panel too? How much just blew up, dude? Wow. Oh, my goodness. Everything blew up. Like, literally everything blew up. What the f... How does this even happen? Okay. Okay, so I need steel sheets to repair? What? Can I walk on this? Yes, okay. Yeah, so this is what happens when you're not watching the pressure. Great. And did that take any damage up there? 'Cause I'm probably more worried about what's up here than anything else. Okay, looks like it withstood everything. Looks like our stuff is still good over here for now. Okay, so I have... Oh, did I blow up my battery? Dude. My battery's blown up. Okay, that is not good. So, if you have a lot of stuff in the lines, do not put volatiles in there. Oh, and that's probably because the temperature was up. Oh, dang it. Yeah. Yeah, the temperature was too high inside of there. So that's what happened. Okay, so for me to do anything, I have to repair this. So how do I fix these? Repair? Welding torch? Dude, even my stuff took damage. Welding torch cannot complete this task. Why not? Do we need... What do we need here? Oh, it's just straight up destroyed. Okay. Okay. Well, that's great. My goodness. This is, yeah, this is, this is just straight up destroyed. Wreckage. Dude. I have one good solar panel left. And I think it blew out all of my, yeah, most of the stuff over here got all blown out, so I gotta replace all of that. Dude, like, how big was that explosion? Why is there a canister over here? Guessing there's a canister over here because I had canisters in all of my stuff. So, can I stack those? I cannot. Alright, well. This is gonna be interesting. I have no power, so I can't get inside of here. Luckily, I have seeds for everything, so it's not too bad. But I have... Yeah, this is just not good. What do I need to repair this? Oh, I just straight up destroyed. Okay. Great. So there is no repairing it. which means that I need, and that's probably going to be the same for all of these things. They all just need to be straight up repaired, or sorry, destroyed, or grinded out, taken out, and then rebuilt from scratch. And then I don't have power, so that's going to be really, really difficult. Welding torch and 2 iron sheets to repair. Dude. And then everything in here blew up too. So I got to repair all that. Well, okay, so first things first, I need power. So, right, well, this will be good for another video. So, oh my god. Alright, so we're going to end this video here. We just blew everything up. And it's not going to be easy to get everything back. So, yeah, I'm just gonna start working. And I'll start in the next video. I'll just record right after this one, and then we'll see what we can fix, when, how, where, as best as we can anyways. And then a lot of this stuff, I think I'm just going to kind of drop off in here. So like this, we can drop off that, we can drop off that, we can drop off. Because I'm going to need space for stuff. I have a little bit of a potato left, so that's kind of good. I don't know what I need to do with the wreckage. Like, where do I put that into the furnace to like reprocess, or like what? Anyways, so I have a lot to do, so that's going to be it for this video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. I know I didn't enjoy the end of this, so that's terrible. But yeah, so at least I didn't die. So I'm still living, still alive. All right, but yeah, you got to be very, 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 very careful when dealing with volatiles. Anyways, that's all I got. See you guys in the next one.